Good morning, students. Hope you will be fine at your respective places. Today we are going to start a new topic, that is photosynthesis. If we this term photosynthesis, it is a compound word. It is made up of two words, that is the photo and second one is the synthesis. Photo means light, synthesis means manufacture. So something is going to be manufactured something is going to be synthesized in the light. As we have studied in our what we call as elementary class or in lower classes, that photosynthesis is a biochemical reaction which is present in the organisms, mainly in the green plants, through which these organisms they manufacture the food by making the use of the inorganic substances like carbon dioxide and water in presence of the sunlight and chlorophyll. So what we will study, that these organisms, mainly the green plants, they make the use of the inorganic substances like carbon dioxide and water, and in presence of the sunlight and making the use of this chlorophyll, they these carbon dioxide, this carbon dioxide and the water, these inorganic substances they combine together and they form the carbohydrates, that is the food which we eat. Now this photosynthesis की अगर हम बात करेंगे, this photosynthesis की अगर हम बात करेंगे, it is the most important biochemical reaction. It is the most important biochemical reaction which is going to take place, which is going to place in the organisms. This is one of the most important biochemical reaction, biochemical process of the world, on which, through which we will see that the existence of the life is possible on the earth. So this is the single biochemical reaction through which the existence of the life is possible on the earth. It is the process, it is the only process on the earth by which solar energy, that is the sunlight, it is being trapped. It is the only reaction on the earth, process on the earth by which through which the solar energy is being trapped by the organisms or by the green plants, or we can say by the autotrophs, and then and is being converted into, इसको फिर convert किया जाता है for the food. It is being converted into food for the rest of the organisms. This photosynthesis की अगर हम बात करेंगे, it is a very much, this photosynthesis reaction, it is process, it is very much interesting, it is very much massive, it is very much complex. So I have written three words: it is very much interesting, it is very much massive, it is very much complex, what we call as the events which is going on the earth. This whole process of photosynthesis, it is the one of the most massive, it is one of the most interesting, it is one of the most complex process which is going to take place on the earth. In this process which I have already told you that the what we will see, the green plants or these autotrophs, they make the use of the inorganic substances like carbon dioxide and water, and making the use of the sunlight and their solar energy and chlorophyll, and then this carbon dioxide and water जो है, they are being converted into the carbohydrates and oxygen. So this carbon dioxide and water is converted into the carbohydrates with the liberation of this oxygen. So अगर हम बात कर लेंगे this photosynthesis, it is the absorption of the solar energy, it is the absorption of the light energy, and this light energy is then converted into the chemical energy. Now this whole process of photosynthesis की अगर हम बात कर लेंगे, the whole process of photosynthesis की अगर हम बात कर लेंगे, it is a complex process जो हमने पहले ही कहा. It is a very interesting process, it is a very massive process which is going to take place on the surface of the earth, and it is a 3-phase process. It is a 3-phase process. Now, what are these 3 different phases which are going to take place? Number first, जो हम बात करेंगे, what is the first phase? That is the absorption of solar energy, or you may write the sunlight, absorption of solar light or solar energy, and retention of this energy. So first step जो है, it is the absorption of light, it is the absorption of solar light, and then the retention of the energy. Second step की अगर हम बात करें, what is the second phase? What is that? That is simply the conversion of solar energy into chemical energy. It is the second process, how this solar energy is converted into the chemical energy. That's the second phase. And जब हम third phase की बात कर लेंगे, what is that? The stabilization and storage of chemical potential So I have told you that this photosynthesis, it is a 3-phase process. Now what are these 3 phases? First one phase is the absorption of light and retention of the energy. What is that light? That is the solar light, and then the retention of this light. Second step phase जो हमारे पास है, that is the conversion of this solar energy into chemical energy. Third phase हमारे पास है, that is the stabilization and storage of chemical potential. Now we know that this photosynthesis, it is simply the what we will see, the inorganic substances जो हमारे पास हैं, that is the carbon dioxide and this water जो हमारे पास हैं, they what we will see, they combine together in presence of the sunlight and chlorophyll, then they give rise to the carbohydrate with the liberation of the oxygen. जो हमारे पास जो इक्वेशन है, द ओवरऑल इक्वेशन ऑफ दिस फोटोसिंथेसिस की अगर बात करेंगे, इट इज गिवन एज अंडर overall reaction, that is carbon dioxide plus water in presence of sunlight and chlorophyll to give C6H12O6 plus oxygen. Now let us try to balance this equation. It is 6 times carbon dioxide, very good. It is 6 times water and it is 6 times oxygen. It is 6 times oxygen. So this is the overall summary. This is overall the reaction, chemical reaction, biochemical reaction which takes place during the process of the photosynthesis. That will see this inorganic substance, that is the carbon dioxide and water, they combine together in presence of sunlight and chlorophyll to give us the carbohydrate and then the liberation of this oxygen. From the above reaction, जो मैंने reaction इस board पर लिखी, इस white board पर लिखी, it gives us an idea. हमारे पास ये idea आता है कि जो this oxygen जो हमारे पास है, it comes off this oxygen. जो idea हमारे पास है that this oxygen it comes from carbon dioxide. ये idea था. Whatever the idea we get from this, that is this ऑक्सीजन जो यहां पर था, कार्बन जो था वो यहां पर मिला, फिर यहां पर बच गई ये ऑक्सीजन, दिस ऑक्सीजन. अगर हम इसको ब्रेकअप कर लेंगे, डिसोसिएट कर लेंगे, दिस C6 आ गया, वो यहां पर कार्बोहाइड्रेट में आ गया, फिर यहां पर बचता है 6 टाइम्स ऑक्सीजन मॉलिक्यूल, दैट इज दिस 6 टाइम्स ऑक्सीजन. आइडिया हमारे पास यही आता है दैट दिस ऑक्सीजन जो है इट कम्स फ्रॉम द कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड. लेकिन it is now confirmed, now it is experimentally proved, it is now confirmed that this oxygen is not evolved, it is not, this oxygen jo hai it is not liberated from this carbon dioxide, but this oxygen it comes from the water molecule. So we can simply say there takes place the photolysis of, or there is the breakup of this water molecule. So we can say this whole reaction, जब हम इसको correct करने की कोशिश करेंगे, how with this overall reaction it now can be corrected like this. 6 times carbon dioxide plus 12 times water in presence of sunlight and chlorophyll. You may write this, in presence of sunlight and chlorophyll, and it gives us जो हमको मिलता है, what it comes here, C6H12O6, C6H12O6 plus 6 times oxygen plus H2O. H2O, that is 6 times, and that is 6 times this water. So पहले जो हमारे पास रिएक्शन जो थी, the equation of photosynthesis can be given as under carbon dioxide plus water. It gives rise to sunlight and chlorophyll and this. From this above equation it becomes, हमारे पास ये आइडिया आता है कि जो ऑक्सीजन यहाँ पर लिबरेट होता है it comes from the carbon dioxide. देखो this C6 it comes there, then there remains the 6 times oxygen, that is this. Lekin now it has been experimentally confirmed that this oxygen which is liberated during the process of oxygen, it comes from the water, and thus overall reaction जो ये थी photosynthesis की, it can be corrected as like this. अब यहां पर हमने लिखा था 6 times water, now it is actually 12 times water, and we get this. And again here we will see the water molecules are liberated. Now the importance of this photosynthesis, अगर हम photosynthesis की बात कर लेंगे, importance of this photosynthesis, the first main importance, फर्स्ट जो इसका इंपॉर्टेंस है फोटोसिंथेसिस का, व्हाट वी विल गेट दैट देयर इज द प्रोडक्शन ऑफ फूड by this process. There is the production of food as well as and oxygen that is there. That is the first importance. First, by this process of photosynthesis there is the production of the food, not only for the green plants, not only for the autotrophs for themselves, but for all other organisms which exists on the earth, and there is this liberation of oxygen. Second one जो हम बात कर लेंगे इसकी, it is only the plants, it is only the green plants. During this process of photosynthesis, it is only the green plants which utilize, which make the use of solar energy, and they convert this solar energy into chemical energy. थर्ड स्टेप अगर हम बात करेंगे, नाउ वट एवर द फूड दैट इज प्रोड्यूस्ड ड्यूरिंग द प्रोसेस ऑफ फोटोसिंथेसिस, दिस फूड जो हम बात करेंगे, इट अंडरगोज द प्रोसेस ऑफ रेस्पिरेशन. वट एवर द फूड इज प्रोड्यूस्ड during the process of photosynthesis, when that food is being consumed by the other organism, this food undergoes the process of respiration to release the energy, and then this energy is used by the living organism to perform various activities, कि वो दूसरे जो इसमें to perform various activities, that is the various metabolic activities. एक और बात, during the process of photosynthesis we see that oxygen is liberated. This oxygen is needed by animals and plants. This oxygen is needed by the animals, even the plants, as well as humans, वो इसका इस्तेमाल कर लेते हैं. So we will see this is the importance of the photosynthesis. First one, that during this process of photosynthesis, the production of the food and liberation of oxygen takes place. Number six, there is the use of solar energy. Then this solar energy is converted into the chemical energy. Number third, whatever the food is being prepared, synthesized rather, that food undergoes respiration. When it is being consumed by the other organisms, it is undergo the process of respiration to liberate the energy. Animal जो होते हैं या plant जो होते हैं, what as well as the humans, they use this whatever the oxygen that is liberated, that oxygen is that liberated oxygen is used by the animals, plants, as well as the human being. So this is the what we call as the various importance of this process of photosynthesis. In the next video we will try to discuss, हम उसमें ये कोशिश करेंगे what are the various historical backgrounds of this process of photosynthesis. Until then, goodbye, stay blessed, thanks.